Hello! Welcome. Welcome to It's Thursday. Which means it's time for Darksiders. Ah, boy, it's me, Gage. It's your boy, aka Acid Shark. Hello! How are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm fine, I suppose. Like, I'm doing okay, all things considered. Howdy, howdy. So last time we played Darksiders, I was just like, oh, I may need to do some off-screen grinding. I didn't actually end up having to do that much off-screen grinding. It turns out that trickster door right at the start of the second level only needed one key to open, and you'll never guess how many keys I found just normally going through that level. One. So I could have opened that, gotten a new bullet type for Strife, as well as a shitload of souls, at any time. So, you know, that's cool. But we are in a place right now where we are good to proceed to the next level. War still isn't above a readiness of 170, but I've got Strife at 175, so we're good there. Let me turn the music down a little bit more. I did finish watching that new War of the Worlds movie after Tuesday's stream, and the ending was as bad as I knew it was going to be since I had read it on Wikipedia. I might make a bit of a controversial statement here. 2025 War of the Worlds sucks ass. That's not the controversial statement. I'm so glad it exists. 'Cause, like, I feel like, I don't know, it's been a while since I've seen, like, a comically bad movie that has united us as a species as much as 2025 War of the Worlds has. Like, it's a little heartwarming how much clowning on that movie I've seen on social media ever since its release. It's nice. I like communally dunking on something that sucks. So the movie sucks. The movie sucks so bad, but I'm so happy it's here. I do feel like nobody's really talked about the movie having, like, an anti-surveillance message while being made by and primarily advertising the fucking at-home, like, the people who sell baby's first in-home surveillance device, the Amazon Alexa. Like, there's something deeply comical about that. And, like, I don't know. Like, even then, it's just like, is it criticizing the surveillance state? Like, you would think so. Because the crux of the movie is all about how there is this, like... You got the Dragoon cat toy weapon? Fucking sick. Sick, awesome, nasty. What? Anyway, like, the crux of the movie is basically like, oh, they're not even necessarily Martians. The aliens were drawn to Earth because we turned on a data collection system that explicitly drew them here because we just really wanted to, like, spy on our own populace as much as possible. It's... Oh shit! I just realized something! Okay. So Dan Olson has this video on ludonarrative dissonance. Now, ludonarrative dissonance is this thing specific to games where what a game's narrative is saying and what a game's gameplay is saying are at odds with each other, right? Like, BioShock Infinite is the big example of this, where BioShock Infinite is all about, like, it's about just like, oh, we just gotta understand each other, man. Hating people is wrong. Committing violence on people who are different than us is wrong, but you spend that entire game killing people in fun and inventive ways. In the ludonarrative dissonance video that Dan Olson did, he brings up that there's somebody who explained, like, cinema narrative dissonance is not something that is talked about or real. And Dan Olson brings up the idea of just like, well, actually, it's funny you mentioned that, because this is actually like a clever writing tool, and he explains it in terms of the way that the character Michaela in the live-action Transformers movies is written versus how the, like, camera treats her, right? War of the Worlds is nearly exactly the same, right? Where it's just like it hold on, my phone's going off. It's pushing this idea, this like anti-surveillance, just like this all happened because our government needed to spy on us more. It needed to scrape more of our data. It needed to see what's in our Amazon carts. But the entire narrative of the movie, the arc that those characters go through, is all facilitated by these nightmarish surveillance mechanics. Like, the only way that movie pushes onward, the only way that anything in that movie gets done, the only way that they save the day is because they have access to these incredibly broken surveillance tools. Like, the only way that he's able to save his daughter is by tapping into the intercom microphone in his son-in-law's Amazon delivery truck to talk to him directly. How are you going to make your movie about surveillance bad when the way that your movie is structured and the way that the scenes play out implies that the only way the day got saved was via incredibly invasive surveillance techniques? Oh man, that never even occurred to me. I'm gonna need to post about that later. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh man, this movie's so bad. Oh god, I'm gonna be thinking about this one for years. Oh jeez. Anyways, I had like gaming news stuff I wanted to talk about. Here I am talking about War of the Worlds more. Oh boy, we're playing Darksiders Genesis. Oh boy, okay. Let me go ahead and get things booted up here, and I'll talk about gaming news while I'm doing that. So, Sony recently spoke, I don't know if it was like an investor meeting or what, but they were discussing the Marathon debacle, about how they needed to roll back so much of that game because it turned out like its entire like visual identity was plagiarized. And this is, of course, combined with the fact that so many live service games have just fallen the fuck apart in the last few years, up to and including Sony's own Concord, which lasted all of 2 weeks before they decided, yeah, no, we're just not gonna do Concord anymore. That is still fucking buck wild to me. Like, it's so bad. It's so the landscape for live service games is so dire. Okay, calm down. And it's kind of disappointing, honestly. Like, I saw somebody talking about, like, how much, like, it sucks that this is what Bungie has turned into. Is them having to, like, deal with all this shit. And, like, I can't help but agree. I remember long ago, in the days of yore, after Halo Reach released, see, Bungie had this whole... So Bungie's whole thing is the number 7, right? Bungie had this, like, little tongue-in-cheek thing. It's just like, oh, this is Bungie's 7-step plan to world domination. And everything in their 7-step plan mapped to something that had happened in the company's, like, actual life. And I remember, and this is another thing. I feel like game companies don't have fun anymore. I'll get to that in a moment, but, like... Anyways, so they had this whole thing of just, like, Bungie's 7-step plan to world domination, right? And when they broke off from Microsoft, I remember the way that mapped onto their 7-step plan for world domination was basically staging a bloody coup of their parent company. Was what they mapped that to. And then, of course, the next step was building a giant slingshot to launch their enemies into the sun. And... I don't know. Like...
The Inferno Vault. It can only exist to forge weapons that stand against the forces of heaven, and to tear down the work of the Makers.
Well, I'll get back to it in a moment.
So how about we do some tearing down of our own?
Our priority is recovering the Ember Core.
Sure, but why not have some fun along the way?
I like strife. Also, I got laser beams now. That was what was in the behind the trickster door in the last level. Was laser beams. By the by. I don't know. It seemed like Bungie was just really gearing up to, like, take the next big step in its company's life cycle. And I was really excited to see what happened. And then Destiny came out, and I thought Destiny was really cool. And then Destiny got... Well... Destiny 1 was maybe a little bit half-baked, but hey, they came back with Destiny 2. And that's doing fine-ish, I think? Did you just say finish? No. Fine-ish. Oh, well, you spelled it the same. I don't have my ear to the ground with regards to the way the Destiny's going right now, so I can't really say for sure, like, oh, is this it's doing good? Question mark? Anyway. Go back to the beam shot. So our bonus objective here is to collect gold ingots. Who do they belong to? Doesn't matter. They're ours now. That's what's important. What's this guy's deal? Oh. Oh, he telepoed. Oh, he's some kind of a mage? Ow. 1 second.
That's right. Get out.
Nice. That is a demonic magus. Magus? 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 Hold on, let me just... There we go. I feel better. And I don't know, it's just, it's... Like I said, it felt really good to see, like, Bungie celebrating, like, oh yeah, you know, we're going off on our own, we've got some great ideas for what we're going to do next for our studio. We're really excited about the future. And then just to, like, see where that has all sort of ended up. It sucks. Because it's like one of those things where it's just like, I was really rooting for you guys, you know? I gotta find a map of this place, because, like, this is already getting a little bit overwhelming trying to keep track of, like, where I've been and where I'm fucking going. Alright, War, get out here. Need you with the Vorpal Blade. Snicker snack, motherfucker! Blades don't make that noise. Blades don't go snicker snack. I don't know what the fuck C.S. Lewis was on. That's probably, like, marijuana. Mayor of Juana. Fuck! Hold on, I gotta... Okay. Oh, shit. Well, okay. There we go. Maybe he wanted to snack on a Snickers. Did they have Snickers when Alice in Wonderland was written? How old is Snickers? Snickers. Chocolate bar consisting of nougat topped with caramel and peanuts on a case of milk chocolate. American company Mars. Introduced in 1930. When did Alice in Wonderland come out? I'm literally just 1865. Oh god. Ooh, Mortal Kombat Legends new or Legacy Collection has more games to reveal, but don't hold your breath for the PS2 era. Damn. I do want to check out that Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, honestly. Alright. Anyways, where was I? Fuck! Get fucked. Alright, 1 second. There we go. Alright, I feel better. Let's see what these do. Ooh, funny door. What are you? Outlaw's Healthstone Shard. Okay. Something for Strife. 34 Strife. Hustle for sports. A lesser utilized Homestar Runner stim. Damn it. Hold on. There we go. Get it. Explosion. Fuck yeah, let's go. What we got? Ooh! Abyssal armor. So we've been kind of lacking on collecting abyssal armor in our current playthrough of Darksiders. I didn't end up going for it in Darksiders 1. Abyssal armor is considerably more difficult to get in Darksiders 2, or at the very least, it's complicated to get. Darksiders 3 I was playing on New Game Plus, so I already had it. But there's a very good chance that we could manage to grab all the Abyssal armor pieces in this game. And the Abyssal armor is sick as fuck in this game. Damn it. Damn it. You get back here.
Tricks.
Tricks are for kids. Oh shit. Ooh. That's a trickster key, it looks like. I don't think I was supposed to be able to get up that way, I'm gonna be honest. yeah. I don't know. The Bungie stuff is really unfortunate, because it's just like, I was such a big fan of Halo back in the day. And like, that was back when, like, I would also, like, I don't know if I would necessarily... Hold on, this is gonna be fucking hilarious. I don't know if I would necessarily do the same thing now. That wasn't quite as hilarious as I wanted to be. But I remember being like, oh man, I fucking love Halo so much. I need to play everything this particular developer has ever made. Right? Like, that's the sort of attitude I tended to have when it came to, like, really enjoying, like, a particular game or a particular developer.
Nothing magic about this.
And, like, I didn't end up really... That was me with Square as a teenager. I didn't end up really, like, diving into, like, Bungie's back catalog, because they're Macintosh developers, generally speaking. You know, they made, like, Nop and Myth and Marathon. Oh, thank fucking God. Okay, hold on. I need to... Dungeon... Entrance... Is that the trickster door? Okay, okay. It seems like I've managed to nab most stuff. I am going to go ahead and backtrack because there are a bunch of things I missed. Fucking flies. But, you know, I got, like, the Marathon Durandal, Xbox Live release. And, like, I kept up with releases of Halo. So it's just like, you know, suffice to say, like, I really liked Bungie's stuff, and I was really excited to see what they did next. I got Destiny when it came out. I took part in the beta. I fell off it super hard, because just, I don't know. It wasn't really gelling with me, necessarily. I wasn't sure what I was doing, and in the end, I think I just sort of, like, subtly realized, oh, maybe I don't like games like this. Games like this being, like, live service games.
Look around you, brother. The fiery ambition of demons looking to upset the balance. This is why we fight.
But what about Fulgrim? Isn't helping him gonna upset the scales? I'm pretty sure he doesn't want the Ember Core for decoration.
We need his information. Whatever Lucifer is planning, it goes far beyond Fulgrim and his schemes.
Blech.
The Council wouldn't be too happy if they knew we were trading dangerous artifacts for information.
We do what we must for the mission. If Fulgrim has ambitions of his own, then he too will be dealt with.
War, relax. I'm messing with you. Let's wrap this up before my skin melts off.
Alright. Alright, let's see here. Looks like there's a chest all the way at the end of this path. Can't use my haunts. I'm hauntless. I think. What button is summon horse? It is right bumper, but you have to be holding down left bumper to do it, I think. Ah, I see. Caltrops. Strife drops a series of mines that will detonate when approached by enemies. Costs half a Wrath Pip. Yeah, come on. Good talk, everybody. Okay. Let's pick all this stuff up.
This is my jam!
And I guess it all sort of ties back to kind of like what I was sort of starting to get at before. Or one of the things I kind of like offhandedly mentioned is just like, it sometimes seems like game companies don't know how to have fun anymore. Which is like, yeah, man, Bungie had like this whole joking thing back in the day of like, oh, here's our 7-step plan for world domination. And it all mapped to like just things they had already done or were planning to do, but like it was kind of sensationalized. And I don't know. Hello, Andrewater98. Welcome to the Shark Stream. Beans. Beans indeed. Imagine, if you will, a bean. Thank you for the follow. Oh, shit. They see me. Well, not anymore, they don't, but, you know. For a moment. And really, it's that moment that counts. Beans upon beans upon beans. But yeah, sometimes it just feels like so much of it's God, it's one of those, it's like I don't think anybody has the budget for fun anymore is part of the problem. Like game development has gotten like to the point where it's like prohibitively expensive to like engage in a lot of cases. Like especially when you start getting into like the AA and AAA spaces. And quadruple A in the case of Skull and Bones. Thank you for the bit with your agreement. And it's just like, you know, game developers, they used to do like fun stuff pretty constantly. You know, you think about how like I feel like during the Xbox 360 era, like one of the things that was always like really fun to see is just like you could go on to Xbox Live and download like little making of featurettes for all of like these upcoming or released games. And it was just like they just did that like as part of the marketing, you know? I wouldn't necessarily go so far as to say like, oh, it was expected that they would have to do this. But it's just like they did it all the same. I'm gonna go see if I can open this trickster door, because I've learned now that I need to like actually check these to see if they're openable. Because, like, the last level had 3 trickster keys, but the door only required 1 to open. So it looks like this is the same. Bust this bad boy wide open. Get in there. Let's see what we get. I love playing games that I haven't played in like 5 years. Because then it's just like, I don't remember anything that happened. Conqueror's Hellstone Shard. Nice.
A forge. If it is here, the resources to use it must be as well.
This whole place is a forge. I'm sure there's something lying around.
Is this what I gotta have the ingots for? The ingorts? Is that all that's in here? But like it was something that was common, you know? It was common enough. So that's why like when sorry, I'm just getting messages here. So that's why when you see people like do like video essays or like retrospectives on like some of these older games from that like Xbox 360, PS3 era, or even earlier with regards to like, you know, sometimes you'd have stuff like Tech TV or G4, which would have like special programs about like in development games and stuff like that. There's like all this footage they have, and it's because like more often than not, you got these little tidbits, these little peeks behind the curtain. Now it feels like we just don't really get that anymore, at least not in like that style. Like occasionally, I don't want to say that we don't get that at all. I'm pretty sure there's like a channel on YouTube that does like a lot of... I see them down there. Pretty sure there's like a channel on YouTube that does a lot of like... Hold on. Fuck off. Come on. Gotcha. That does a lot of like kind of like independent documentaries. Hi, did Dis kiss you yet? Hello, Kale. Welcome. Not yet. We're working on it. We'll get there. I believe in us. The kiln. Who we killing? Find a way to power on the forge.
God damn, it is hot in here. My visor's fogging up.
One of the many reasons I choose not to hide behind a ridiculous mask.
Wait, that's not a mask? Oh, I am so sorry.
Okay. Come on, come on. Damn it. I want that. Give it. Ooh, ingots. Hold on. Delicious. I munch, I crunch. War wears a mask to hide his feelings from the world. He does. He ends up getting a mask in Darksiders 1. It's like a usable item, but like it is kind of funny. What's the point? What's the point? Is Strife isn't there to tease him about it. True. Ow. Bitch. Ah! Fuck. Ah! Ah! Fire! 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 Well, let me just... Ow. Bitch. Anyways. Goodness gracious. Fuck. Ooh, wow, I fell all the way down. Ooh, baby. Alright. Let's try to avoid having that happen again. Wait, what the fuck am I doing? Here we go. Grab this. Head this way. Trickster key, trickster key. Boatman coin? There's a train going by in the distance. I can hear it. Ow. There we go. Okay, cool. Now we can continue. Defound we. Defoundy. Oh. Okay, rude. I don't know. It's all kind of like a, oh, things were so much better back in my day kind of attitude where but like it's also just sort of like an acknowledgement that just like, yeah, the field of game development is maybe a little fucked right now, which is unfortunate. My simpies for the unfortunates. I wish it wasn't fucked. Alas, we live in a world where it is extremely fucked. You know? My Simbi's not for the Bungie's CEOs. I mean, Bungie is what we were discussing. Oh, fuck. Alright. Oh, I'm like way back here. Okay. Oh, lava hot. Got it. I don't know how I was supposed to avoid that, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think there's a way for me to do so.
Go,
oh, shit!
That lava's coming fast.
God, if only I could pull out my horse. Oh! God, I could use a horse right now. Ooh.
Is this the kind of fun you were hoping for, brother?
Oh yeah, I'm having the time of my life over here.
It's all good, it's all good. No worries. It's all Gucci, baby. Is it though? If hot, why liquid like cool water? True hardcore parkour. Shut the fuck up. It's so good. All right. Dis, sweetie, honey, baby. Being able to dash directly to the ground is really good. Ah, I see. Big monster. Oh, big monster. Hulk voice, big monster. Oh, cannot fight big monster yet. What's the liquid form of wood? What is the melting point of wood? Asking the real questions here on the Shark Stream. Big monster. Oh, big monster. Legion Bolt Spitter. Whoop.
Into the
All right.
dirt.
Oh, I thought I had... Hold on. There we go. Oh, shit. Ah! Lava. Second. Ow, fuck. Two can play at that game. Caltrops. Take that. Excuse me. Ow. Caltrops. Whoa. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Whoa. Fuck. Alright. Laser! Woo! Alright. You wanna be my lava, you gotta get with my dis? What? Kale, what are these words you're saying? Stop it. Baby need ingot. Baby need ingot badly. Hello, Ion Agenda. Welcome.
This must be the Ember Core Dees spoke of.
Dees.
I guess one of us should grab it.
Would you like me to do it?
Hey, I'll watch your back.
Alright.
Ah! I knew it! Lava collapse! Waves of enemies?
We've already killed everything.
Didn't I tell you this was gonna be fun?
No ingot for baby. Hold on. Maybe I missed it somewhere. There isn't anything really in here that, like, I need, like, special access to get to. Or rather, there's nothing that, like, requires me to have a weapon or an item that I don't have yet. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that that was a point of no return. Ingot is snack. God. Oh. Volgame. Fuck you, fuck you.
Good to see you, horseman. I wasn't sure you'd return.
Try not to sound so disappointed. Hey, did you move some stuff around?
The void is in constant motion. It is fluid. Everything changes. There are secrets to be uncovered here.
Cool?
Yes, it is very cool.
We've recovered the Ember Core, but we are no closer to finding Lucifer, which brings you closer to the edge of my blade.
As I've said, all things are connected. The Ember Core will serve as a power source and a beacon. I've only heard rumblings, but to track Lucifer's steps, to find the demons he's conspired with, we'll need a scrying eye, working in conjunction with the core.
Cool, more shit to find.
And let me guess, you just happened to misplace yours.
Imagine if, like, we asked this and he was just like, no, I've got it right here. Did you think I was going to send you on another fetch quest? I'm not that fucking... No.
I know of an ancient temple said to house such an artifact. My serpent holes can take you.
And this scrying eye will lead us to Lucifer.
Like, obviously, it's going to be we're going to be on a fetch quest.
I can think of no other way.
Then we will recover it. But I warn you, demon, do not waste our time.
I would never dream of it.
Are you sure? I feel like maybe you would dream of it just a little bit. Yeah, let's take a look here. We are not nearly equipped for this. Ah, well, beans. Let's run Inferno Vault again. The unfortunate fact of the matter is that, like, yeah,
The Inferno.
our item level is too low. So we do gotta, like, rerun stuff. What are you gonna do? Such is life. Such is the lot we have. I can see the ingot. Baby needs snack. Humph. This is a weird bit. I've been in a mood to rewatch Independence Day. I was discussing the new War of the Worlds in the server of friend of the stream, Caramiella. And we were discussing one of the folks from her side of things was talking about, like, how they were, like, a big fan of, like, the 1953 movie, how they were a big fan of the musical version of War of the Worlds. And how they weren't really a fan of the 2005 War of the Worlds because they felt like it took itself too seriously. And... well, that wasn't a way I was supposed to be able to go. And I mentioned that, like, just, yeah, you know, like, me personally, I love the 2005 War of the Worlds. I think War of the Worlds as a narrative is not, like, I think it's allowed to take itself seriously, you know? You know, given in its subject matter inspiration and everything, I think it's definitely a story that is worth taking seriously. But at the same time, you know, looking at War of the Worlds 2005, you know, it is pretty blatantly a post 9/11 disaster film. Like, that kind of, like, attitude is all over that film, unfortunately. Peak tripod design. It is probably one of the best tripods I think I've seen of, like, all these adaptations. In, like, I loved the idea of just, like, yeah, the reason that the tripods look like that is because the Martians look like that, you know? They model their vehicles after themselves. I think that's such a neat concept, personally.
Face judgment! You are judged!
And, you know, I think I discussed this last time I streamed, but like, that particular movie takes so many inspirations from, like, other, like, adaptations and everything of War of the Worlds. Like, I had heard the oolah of the 2005 tripods before I had ever heard the oolah of the musical version of the tripods. And it's such a good sound, honestly. Fuck my life. But no, we were discussing it, and, like, I did admit that, just, like, you know, as much as I do love that movie, it is so incredibly post 9/11. Like, the way that movie is constructed, I don't think you could have released a film like that pre 9/11 and not have, like, a bunch of people, like, make fun of it for taking itself too seriously. Because, like, you know, think about, like, I'm not, like, the biggest Lindsay Ellis fan, just kind of in general, for, like, a few different reasons. But she did kind of pop off when she sort of, like, compared the way that, like, Independence Day handles its alien invasion versus how War of the Worlds 2005 handles its alien invasion. Like, it is very illustrative of just kind of, like, the way that attitudes towards disaster movies shifted over time. Does have a powerful ooh-la, though the musical version is also peak. How do you mean about post 9/11? To be fair, it's also not a Roland Emmerich disaster movie. True, but like, you could not get away with some of the shit that they do. Like, you could. How do I put this? How do I put this in a way that makes sense? You could not sell a post 9/11, like immediately post 9/11 audience on some of the shit that they do in Independence Day. You could not sell the version of America that was talking about renaming French fries to freedom fries because France disagreed with the pretense for the Iraq War on blowing up the White House in Independence Day. Or like half like the more lighthearted moments in that movie. Blowing up the White House in the trailer. Yeah, exactly. Like, there are named characters in that movie who, like, just sort of, like, die by just being in the wrong place at the wrong time. And it's almost treated like a joke, kind of. Like, I mean, you could probably even, like, compare Roland Emmerich movies to kind of get this same vibe. Though, admittedly, I have not seen The Day After Tomorrow. It's just, it's so clearly, like, it was a... Fuck my goddamn life. It was such a, like, just a it was a different time. That's really kind of what it comes down to. It was a different time. I think post 9/11 that would have been just a generic person who dies on screen. Yeah, absolutely. And there would have been some joke about calling his lawyer. I think this wasn't quite as immediately after 9/11, but, like, you also maybe look at, like, both attempts at American Godzilla. You know, 1998 versus 2014. Like, 2014, we start getting, like, far enough away from 9/11 that, like, we are kind of starting to have fun with disaster movies again. Like, I think we hit a good point around Godzilla King of Monsters, or King of the Monsters, where it's just like you've got Godzilla, Ghidorah, Rodan, and Mothra tearing up Boston, and I'm just like, yeah, fuck up the John Hancock building. Fuck that thing. Like, they're kind of starting to have fun with it again. But, like, there's still that air of it where it's just like you can still kind of feel like that post 9/11, just like, oh, we need to treat this as like a like devastation. We need to treat this as tragedy.
Nothing magic about this.
Stream viewers, streamboo.com. I will defend 2014 Godzilla only in the sense of they actually tried to treat Godzilla like the OG did, which is probably their intent more than 9/11. But I'm glad Godzilla can be fun again. I personally, I am an ardent 2014 Godzilla defender.
Almost had me.
I genuinely appreciate that they really kind of held back on just kind of like the full Godzilla reveal in that movie. Man, we just need more movies like Pacific Rim, but not that one. I just like the one with all the meetings and paperwork. Oh, you mean Shin Godzilla. Shin Godzilla's really good. I like Shin Godzilla. Shin Godzilla is almost like another sort of example, though, where it's not about 9/11, or it's not affected by 9/11, obviously, but it is like a direct response to like shit, like
Look
an
around,
actual
brother.
genuine disaster in Japan. You know. Very funny that Shin Godzilla takes place in the same universe as Shin Kamen Rider. I don't think that's how that works. It's not a shared universe. It is, I believe. I've seen both Shin Godzilla and Shin Kamen Rider. I haven't seen Shin Ultraman. But that was more of like a marketing thing, I'm pretty sure. Because if you're trying to say that like all of the stuff that's part of like this Shinematic universe is supposed to take place in the same universe, then that would mean like including like Evangelion in that, and that doesn't make a lick of sense. Specifically the Rebuild movies. Oh man, okay, so they're re-releasing the Rebuild of Evangelion movies. I have to assume that what they're re-releasing is the Amazon dubs, and I don't know if I want to get those, you know? I don't know. The fucking situation with regards to, like, dubs when, like, a particular property changes hands, it's so weird. So, like, okay, if you don't know, previously, Evangelion's localization, translation, dubbing, etc., was all handled by Funimation. Back when, you know, Funimation still fucking existed. But Funimation kind of got a little big for their britches and kind of, like, bought into their own hype. To the point that, like, they completely, like, the way that I've heard it told is that they had a completed dub. So they did the dubbing for Rebuild of Evangelion 1.1 or 1.0 and then 2.0. And then for 3.0, they did a translation, did a whole dub of the movie, premiered it at a convention, and apparently it was god-awful. Like, just absolute piece of shit, worst fucking thing you've ever heard. Terrible writing. How much of that was their dub and how much of that was just 3.0? Who can say? I don't remember 3.0 being that bad. Anyways, regardless. What ended up happening is that 3.0 was weird, to be fair. Yeah, for sure. What ended up happening is that, and I mean, like, the Rebuild of Evangelion movies, like, there's already kind of a lot going on there that you have, that, like, you know, we're already working on, like, a weird kind of, like, kind of, like, fucking universe here, you know? Hold on, I gotta fucking kill these motherfuckers real quick.
Don't got time for magic tricks.
There we go.
Ah, I love it.
So, like, the rebuild movies, they're weird. We're talking, like, canonical time loops and just, like, the exact same... I don't know if just Evangelion as a series is just... Hideaki Anno is just cursed or what? But, like, it seems to, like, you want to talk about time loops. We seem to keep running into these same issues when it comes to Evangelion with, like, different versions of it. Because it's just, like, you know, famously his sort of attitude and the direction he wanted to take the original series in changed as it went on because of his own mental state. And by all accounts, it seems like the exact same thing happened with Rebuild. I think Anno is cursed as fuck because every time he tries to go to therapy, it keeps making his companies millions of dollars. But, like, it seems like the exact same fucking thing happened with the Rebuild series. Okay, I think the last stack of ingots is actually inside the dungeon. Because, okay, hold on. I gotta focus for a second before I can start going on a fucking tangent about Evangelion. But what if we talk about tangents and distract you? I mean, nothing's stopping you. Okay. So, Evangelion 1.0. Pretty straightforward adaptation of, like, early Evangelion. Like, there's some weirdness here and there to kind of indicate that, like, things are slightly different from what you remember, from what you specifically remember, chat.
It is hot in here. My visor's fogging up.
One of the many reasons I choose not to hide behind a ridiculous mask.
Wait, that's not a mask? Oh, I am so sorry.
I needed to be quiet for a second to let Strife call War ugly again. How do you know what I remember? I don't even know what I remember. Well, you know. All I sincerely remember is the hospital scene. Hi, Zilla! Welcome back! That's so fucked up. Anyway. So, Evangelion 1.0. Standard stuff. Right? Scoot hates his stroller. Evangelion 2.0, we're still covering some known quantities, but, like, we're also starting to get into, like, things where it's just like, okay, stuff is happening differently. Things aren't what I remember. Why is Asuka getting into Unit 3? That sort of thing, right?
Let us see what we can make of this.
Was that it? I just get a Hellhound core? Okay, sure. Why is Mari here again, etc. Exactly, yeah. But things start going off the rails in a huge way towards the end. To the point where it's just like... You're wondering, like, how off the rails can it go? And then Shinji causes third impact. It's like, oh. Oh, things are bad. Okay. Got it. Yeah, in a way that seems pretty damn cool, actually. No, it's super fucking dope, actually. Kaworu? Not to be there. Yeah, no, narratively, it's super cool. And then... So, there's this running bit in Evangelion the series, where at the end of every episode, you get the next time on Evangelion thing, which may or may not be actually accurate to what's going to happen. But every single time, Misato will promise fan service. That there will be fan service in the next episode, and plenty of it. It's cool to see Shinji taking control of his life in a fucked up cool way, and then 3.0 happens. Yeah. So, yeah, Kaworu is super gay in 3.0. I have no knowledge about the show, but I do know there's like collars and something gay. Yeah, we'll get to it in a sec. So plenty of fan service. So here's where things start getting weird. Evangelion 2.0 ends with your standard next time on Evangelion bit. Right? Nothing that's present in the next time on Evangelion bit and Evangelion 2.0 actually fucking happens in 3.0. And this is where I'm getting into just like, I think maybe Hideaki Anno is maybe just cursed. Because it seems like the exact same thing that happened with Evangelion the series happened with Rebuild of Evangelion the movies. Where just like in the middle of trying to, like, you know, make the fucking thing, something in Anno's life happened. And what we ended up getting with Rebuild of Evangelion 3.0 is completely different from what the end of Rebuild of Evangelion 2.0 actually promised Caltrops. Fuck, damn. Okay. That's okay. Get in there, War. So, like, it's weird, you know? Like, it's very strange. And it doesn't even necessarily end there, right? I completely forgot that the 2.0 credits lied. I don't even think it's that they lied. I think it's like that was the plan, and then the plan changed between the completion of 2.0 and the 3.0 that we actually ended up getting. But that's not even the worst of it, because the end of 3.0 is a CG fight between an Evangelion that is like split laterally down the middle. On one half, it's unit... What's the fucking pink one? Unit 6? I think? And then on the other half, it's Unit 2. Again, split laterally, right down the middle. fighting a bunch of, like... They're not like the mass-produced Evangelions, but they are, like, some kind of just, like, mass-produced model of something, I think. I don't remember off the top of my head, but it's just CG models fighting CG models. You've got Misato describing what's going to happen in 3.0 plus 1.0. There's no actual footage of anything that was, like, traditionally animated. It's just a CG fight. And then, of course, nothing that Misato describes or anything shown is accurate at all to what we got in Thrice Upon a Time. Period. Like, it's so fucking funny. I love Evangelion, I do. It is such a weird fucking series. Is Kaworu okay though, or tomato soup? Yeah, yes and no. It's
Go, go, go!
complicated. As things in Evangelion often are.
Is this the kind of fun you were hoping for, brother?
Oh yeah, I'm having the time of my life over here.
In ways that only Evangelion can be complicated. Nobody does shit gets weird quite like Evangelion. And I respect it for that. You don't know weird until you know Evangelion weird. I had a point I was making. Where did I leave off in the story I was originally trying to tell? Okay. So Funimation localizes, translates, dubs 3.0. Premieres it at a convention. Nobody likes it. It's so bad. They spend... I don't remember how long. I need to... Hold on. I gotta find out. I gotta remind myself. Because there's a period of time between... There's Evangelion 3.0 coming out in Japan. Evangelion 3.0 dub being premiered in the US. And then there's a period of time between them premiering the dub in the US and it actually coming out that they needed to relocalize and redub the entire fucking thing. Hold on. I'm trying to remember specifically how this happened. Okay. In July, so the movie came out in 2012. In July 2013, 3.0 was shown for the first time with official English subtitles at AVCon. Before the delay, Mad Men organized screenings of 3.0 as part of its Real Anime Film Festival at select cinemas across Australia from Saturday. US, the film screened as part of the J-Pop Summit Festival 2013 in San Francisco, July 27, July 29th, and August 4th, 2013. The premiere of the English dub was screened at New York Comic Con on October 11th, 2013, which was previously announced as a sub-screening. So again, there was a dub that was premiered at New York Comic Con in 2013. Oh my god. The official English Blu-ray from Funimation wasn't released until February 2016. Oh my god, I forgot. It took them 4 years. 4 years from when that movie was originally released in Japan for an official English home video release. Good God. Absolutely absurd. I don't know, man. It's so wow. Like the timeline of official English releases of Evangelion is so buck wild because you've got the original dub, obviously, which like it's a classic, absolutely. I appreciate the original dub, you know? And then, of course, you've got the rebuild films, which largely use the same voice actors. For the purposes of like not getting like too into the weeds here, I am including like rebuild or not End of Evangelion as part of like the quote unquote the original series, because it is. Anyways. Oh. Okay. But yeah, so original series.
This must be the Ember Core
ingot? No, I got all the ingots already. We're good. It gave me a creature core. You got the first 3 rebuild movies, and then, because they botched the release of 3.33 as badly as they did, and then also just didn't do anything new with Evangelion forever, Funimation eventually lost the rights to Evangelion. And at that point, it was free for anybody to pick it up. And so Netflix did. And Netflix did an entirely new dub that, from what I understand, people hated the script. Among other things, it made it less gay, which is a crime, quite frankly. Like, someone should do jail time for that. Alright, let's head on over to Dis and see if we've built up enough cash money to buy some new stuff. Hey girl, hey, how you doing?
Take your time. I've got eternity.
Alright, let's see here. What do we got? Hi, Mom. God. Alright, increase strife ammo capacity. Dash can chain an additional time. Evading at just the right moment will spawn a clone of strife to fire at nearby enemies for a few seconds. That's pretty good.
Maybe
I want
if
that
I
one.
get enough souls, I can buy my freedom back. A girl can dream. I'm always down to deal.
Hello, nurse. You fucking said it. Let's see if there's anything like new around here that we can utilize. I'd like for there to be something new. It'd be nice, all I'm saying. Cut a bitch a break. Ball breaker. You out here breaking balls. Hold on, I'm gonna just... Fuck you. Damn it. Piece of shit. Alright, never mind. The Netflix release also uses like a different voice cast, which people weren't super jazzed about. And I don't know, like that always feels... I never know how to react to something like that, because it's just like... If you get that casting call, you know? Like if you go and you fucking... shoot your shot, you do your audition... and you get told, hey, we want you to be Shinji Ikari in a new dub of Evangelion. Like, I understand the idea of, like, wanting to honor the work of, like, the original cast and everything. How the fuck do you say no to that? Like, there's a level at which it's just, like... I don't think I could say no to that, personally. Or at the very least, I'd find it very difficult to. Do I think it would be better if they had actually, like, brought the original cast back, or at the very least, anybody who would be willing to come back? Because I'm sure a lot of them would. Lord knows, voice actors like having work. They like getting paid, you know? Who doesn't like getting paid? I like getting paid. Please donate to the Shark Stream using the link below. Ingot. Oh. Ingot. Ingot? What the fuck? Okay. What the fuck? Ingot? Huh. Ingot. Da-na-na-na-na. I like paying you, but I'm in a raid and I can't navigate PayPal right now. Fair enough. Ingot? Why ingot? Oh, is this just based on, like, little challenges? Like, I did a challenge and now I can just, like, go collect ingot? That makes sense. Like, the reason this is here is because I completed the challenge to destroy all of those in the first level. The reason I can find gold ingots is because I collected all the gold ingots and smelted them. Can I help you? Discord message. 1 second. And then, of course, so, yeah, so Netflix, new dub, whatever. New script, people don't like it. They made it less gay. In like a malicious sense, apparently. From what I understand. Excuse you. And, you know, fast forward a bit. And we get to Amazon, who takes over for the rebuild of Evangelion. Like, they're going to release the last one. But I guess they feel like they have to release the first 3? So they redub the first 3? I don't know, it's weird. And I remember, like, Shin Evangelion coming out and being like, oh, I gotta see that. I gotta see that. Another dub? Yeah, bear with me. Just like, oh, but I should probably rewatch the first 3. You know, just so that to remind myself where we're at. And I start watching the first one, and immediately, because like I've decided like, oh, it's all on Amazon Prime. I have Amazon Prime. I'll just go ahead and watch the versions on Amazon Prime. So I started up, and immediately I'm like, something isn't right. Because it is not the script that I remember it being. So I'm just like, hold on a second. I go back, I track down my personal Blu-ray copy of Evangelion 1.11.
The boatman's coins are often overlooked in their value. I'll take them off your hands.
I'll take another trickster key, sure.
It's only money.
Okay, so
I hear you'll be
I
having
think
some fun.
we're not going to be able to go in with like the full recommended like level. But perhaps we'll be able to make up for that kind of as we're going through. So I go back and I rewatch.
Sure this is hell? I could live here.
This is a realm of endless suffering. Embrace the desolation. It suits our work.
Embrace the desolation. Do you ever listen to yourself?
Vulgrim mentioned 4 beacons that must be lit to unlock the temple entrance.
Then let's get to it.
Alright. Like northeast, southeast, center, and southwest. Okay. And hey, we have horse access here. Let's... hold on. Let's use our own horses. His little snort. Yeah, I like Strife. I like Strife a lot. Oh shit. I'm in trouble. Yeah, so I'm watching and I'm just like, immediately I'm put off because like I recognize that this is not what I'm used to. And that bothers me. I like things that I'm used to. And I like the dub of the rebuild movies. I think it's fine. Oh, God. I'm in prayer. I can do it instead. Nero can be ignored. Thank you, Lila, for the $5 donation. Appreciate you. Oh, my horse. Hey, boys.
Fight on! To battle!
Ow. Ow. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Things are getting dire. Whew. Close one. Okay. And that's one.
Beacon's lit. One down.
I had to wait for the joke because I wasn't at Nero yet when I could send it. The cutscene before Nero is always longer than I think. Ain't it though? So yeah, you may be starting to see why they have the recommendations for like what level you should be. Because otherwise you end up dealing with this sort of thing. Where are you going? Get back over here. Come on.
Back up! Back!
Luckily, in a lot of cases, Strife's entire like playstyle really kind of helps with like sort of like a keep away kind of playstyle, you know? Just grab this real quick. Don't mind me.
This is my jam.
Stripe with straight. God, this is good music. But yeah, I still haven't watched the newer dubs of Rebuild, honestly. I have too much of an attachment to the original dubs, personally. So, you know, that's on me. I gotta fucking... A bitch has gotta find a map. Because this shit's untenable. What is that? Ah! This game is making me want to replay Diablo 2. A lot of times, like, Darksiders games in particular, I feel like can have that kind of effect just because, like, in a lot of cases, they are so heavily inspired by other games. Uh-oh. Ow. Fuck. Shit. Hold on. Get you guys out of here. Like, Darksiders 1 is, like, you know, it's commonly, like, identified as, like, being inspired by, like, Legend of Zelda and God of War, so, like, you might be playing it and thinking, like, wow, this is, like, just the way that it's structured is so incredibly Legend of Zelda-esque. That, like, it's not impossible to think that you may want to end up playing Legend of Zelda as a part of, like, the process of playing through it.
The second beacon lit.
Hell yeah, let's go. I think it's the pullback camera with the hellish motifs. For sure. I was kind of worried about whether or not I was going to like this game when it got announced, because, like, I don't generally like games that are, like, set up like this, visually speaking. But I do like Darksiders, so I was willing to give it a shot. Oh. Hey, big guy. Hey, big guy. Come here. Come here. Come here. You should come over here. Haha. Gotcha. Ow, fuck! No, it's fine. I lit that up, but that doesn't really help me. Odd. What's this? I don't think I can do anything with that. Oh.
We cannot fall for the Legion!
One second. What? Ow. I don't know if anybody heard, but I did a perfect block there. So, like, I'm basically the best there is at this game. Ain't nobody dope as me.
One
I'm
thing I'll
just
say
so
about
fresh, so
hell,
clean.
it sure is big.
All the more reason we must act quickly. Lucifer will turn others to his cause while we search for him.
Council sure does have it out for old Lucy. I don't envy the guy.
He betrays the balance.
We don't even know what he did.
Our cause is just. Why must you always question?
You should try asking some questions once in a while. Quit playing the good little soldier. But I guess it's easier doing what we do if we don't need a reason.
Brother, for your sake, let us carry on in silence.
Damn. Fucked up. So when it says break out every frozen armored flea, it's just find them. They'll break out on you. Don't worry.
You are one, but we are many. I'll take your head.
Okay, switch to Strife. Die. Die.
Surprise!
Flee and armor in very tiny chainmail. I don't know if it's meant to be like a literal flea. I think that's meant more derogatorily. Boo, 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 boo. Yeah, when Shin Kamen Rider came out, or not Shin Kamen Rider, Shin Evangelion came out, like what I just ended up doing was I ended up like watching my old rebuild Blu-rays, and then watching 3.0 plus 1.0, and quite frankly, there wasn't really much of a reason not to. It's not like they were incongruent or anything, you know? Like, it's the same goddamn series. There we go. What are all these? Interesting. Big chest. Oh shit. No, 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 no. I don't like you guys. I don't like you guys. Stop it. You guys are like my least favorite. Fuck off. Fuck.
Enough tricks.
Oh shit. No, no, get me out of this. Get me out of this. I hate you guys. You suck.
Pay the price.
And I'm coming in with the cool emojis. Okay, let's actually open this up now. What is it? Better be something good. Flame Brand. Hold Y to spin continuously while moving and cut down enemies with a fiery blade. Ignites enemies, causing them to take damage over time. Passive has a chance on any Chaos Eater attack to deal damage and ignite an enemy, causing them to take damage over time. Attack power is permanently increased for each enhancement acquired. Interesting. I do like the sound of that. Whee! Oh, that's fun. I like that. Wow, 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 wow. There's so many of those particular little designs that I have to assume that I'm getting some kind of new ability. Hold on. I think maybe... How many of these can I have out at once? Yeah, there we go. Classic Darksiders puzzle. Gotta use more than one bomb. That's how it works. And now I have a trickster key. Okay, that's all of them. Activate the dungeon portal. It looks like it's pretty activated already. Give me 1 second, because I'm noticing that. I want to know if I can get to that. Give me a second. I wonder if maybe... How would I get up there? What do we have around here? Hold on. Ah, okay. Okay. I don't have what I need for this. That is 100% you need to come back to this level once you've gotten a different ability. Okay, let's go ahead and pop into the dungeon then. Well, let's go over to the store. We've gotten a good amount of stuff. Probably afford something. Let's go to Volgrim's shop. Let's go to Dis's shop. Dash can chain an additional time. Okay. What's that put you at? 195? Oh, but War's up to 225. Which is actually really good for us. Because that puts us over what we need for this level. Thank goodness, too.
Volgrim could have warned us that this place is falling apart. It's older than he is.
We must tread lightly.
You're telling me to tread lightly?
To visit the waifu? Oh! Is there a quest for this? Hold on. Wait, claim reward? Oh! I was supposed to be doing this the whole time? Holy shit. Okay, never... Hold... 1 second. I didn't realize I was supposed to be claiming stuff. Oh my god. I have so much to work with now.
This bridge looks real safe.
Legion Bolt Spitter.
Nothing in this realm is safe.
I'm so glad you're here to catch me up on the important details.
Yo, real talk, I probably did the exact same thing the first time I played through this game. Like, I was, like, probably... like, bashing my head against a wall, trying to figure out why I was... Oh! Kel, thank you for the $3. Aren't you glad I waited till you finished your Ava tangent? Appreciate that, thank you. Suddenly the level progression is making more sense. Yeah, absolutely. So now I'll definitely need to keep an eye out for if there is a place where I can stop and go back to the shop. Because now I'll actually be able to afford things. What a concept. Oh, here we go.
So much for treading lightly.
Come here, boys. Everybody gather around. That's it, that's it.
You are ending!
Anyways, I like Rebuild of Evangelion. Like, I watched... Oh, God. The impetus for me watching the original Evangelion series was that... I guess you could say I was watching it kind of at the behest of my partner at the time. Where, like, it was... a series that meant, like, that I guess just meant a lot to them. Like, they were a huge fan of it. I was just like, you know what? I've never seen it all the way through. Why don't I give it a watch? A watch through. And I did enjoy it. It's also not exactly the cheeriest series. I don't know if you know this. Evangelion is kind of a bummer. Like, especially when you get to end of Eva. So, like, Rebuild of Evangelion, like, even with its sort of, like, weirdness of progression, let's call it. Like, the weird way that that series plays out, the fact that it does give a result in, like, something that is ultimately more hopeful is nice. What the fuck? Oh. Oh, that was a point of no return, wasn't it? Okay. Ancient Verge. Oh, shit.
The whole damn place is coming down.
Make haste, brother.
Waha! Oh, okay. It was fine. It's fine.
Whew.
Alright. Got our map. Alright, Dis, what you got for me? I'ma take Dissin. Strife bursts forth from the shadows. Firing in directions for 2 seconds requires full synergy meter. Hold A briefly to activate. What's that put us at? 215. Hell yeah. Gonna take this one. It's a
Too soon.
something that is kind of upsetting is that after Dis's introduction, she does really just kind of become shopkeeper number 2. She doesn't really have like a character presence in the rest of the game, which is unfortunate. But as a shopkeeper, she has a very large presence. Here we go. Void Bomb. Create link portals and throw into void panels in the environment, allowing characters and items to be transferred between them. Fuck yeah, let's go. Press game mode. Okay.
Hang on. My treasure sense is tingling.
What manner of artifact is this?
It's vibrating. Feel that? There's some sort of energy trapped inside it.
Perhaps it has something to do with these strange glyphs.
Look at you. Brains and brawn.
Alright. Let me just look around real quick. Okay. Gotcha. Fuck. Alright. Never mind. I'll do this one first, I guess.
Tingling. Are you tingling?
There's no path ahead. Damn this trickery.
Slow down, bruh. I'm sure there's a way forward.
Motherfucker
We just
said,
gotta use
bruh.
our heads.
I prefer my head as a battering ram.
That makes so much sense. There we go. We all appreciate her very large presence. True. Alright, we gotta hurry up and get through this. I got someplace I gotta be. I have a wife to visit. Son of a bitch.
That can't be a good sound, can it?
Rotate her like an air fryer. Who, this? Or are you talking about Natalie? Because she can't. I can't really rotate her right now. Strictly non-rotatable, doctor's orders. Tell her we miss her. I will. I think she'd like to hear that. Air fryers? Rotate? Yeah, generally you rotate things when you put them in the air fryer, or a lot of stuff you tend to. Or you flip it, at the very least. I have to head off myself, so have a good rest of the stream, and Natalie visit. Thank you, Lila. You have a good night. How much more do we got? Oh, this is a little bit of a hallway. Still can't do anything with that weird crystal. But eventually. Oh, eventually. Teleport to Icewind Gorge. Okay. Oh yeah, now that we have the map, we could actually, like, know what the fuck we're doing here. Let's check outside real quick. See if we can't... Finding the Trickster Dungeon is kind of like my main goal right now. In addition to blowing up and then acting like I don't know nobody. Oh, it's over there. Okay. The Puesipus. This looks like stuff we have to explode. I don't really have anything explosive right now, is the problem. Where would there be explosive stuff? Hello. Oh, right. See if this gets us anything new. Hold on. One, two, three, four. Bazinga. Ouch. Void Magus.
Another trophy!
Can you guys leave me alone? I have stuff I gotta do.
You are judged!
Hey, come over here real quick. There we go. Alright. And then what do we got over here? Anything good? There is a chest over here, it says. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay, hold on. Damn, I fucked it up. Hold on. 1 second. Let's try this again. Damn, those things don't really stay lit very long, do they? Shit. Odd. How am I supposed to light that one? Very strange. What the hell is that?
It's as if the air itself has been cut open. Some kind of rift.
You don't see that every day.
Something stirs within.
Oh.
Prepare yourself.
Hold on. Let's get one down.
Sucker.
Woo!
Well, that was an unexpected workout.
With the
Void
creatures dead,
creatures.
it appears the rift is sealed.
There's that weird ticking noise again. I don't know if that's just like percussion on like a battle theme or whatever, or like what the hell? Oh, here we go. This is what I was looking for. 3 keys to open. I have 3 keys. Hell yeah. I didn't realize I did, honestly. Oh, shit. Gotta go in with War, because he's so much heavier. Okay, Conqueror's full health stone. Outlaw's Hellstone Shard. Trying to get a sense of things here. Give me a moment. Pipe bomb, so cool.
Was that your best?
Pop this bad boy open. Okay. I'm thinking we might just go ahead and head towards the end. But what if good boy? Huh? What are we talking about? Just because I do want to finish up. I would like to finish up and be out of the house by 8. My poor wife. Waiting for me. What if you wanted to head towards the end, but God said horse board? Popping that good boy open. Oh, okay. I see. I see. I get it. Everything makes sense now. Oh, there's 2 of them. 3 of them. What are you doing? Oh, don't do that. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. I don't like that. Ow, fuck. And War's dead. Molten Hound. Ouch, fuck. Ah! Damn it. Woo! Oh, I'm just gonna ruin that guy's day. God, these motherfuckers. Yeah.
Nothing magic about this.
Hold up. Got him. And that kills everything in the room. Hooray. We love a load-bearing enemy. You see this enemy? It bears the load.
Ugh, more glyphs. More infuriating puzzles.
Bro. Relax. I got this. Is that Darksiders Genesis? Nah. This is a European version. This is Darksiders Mega Drive. Hello, Ganon. Welcome. We love a load bearing. This is a diss joke. Diss less load bearing, more child bearing. Talk about them hips. I hope you're doing well. Stop. Don't do this to me. Okay, let's grab this weird orb.
This must be the eye Vulgrim seeks.
What do you think that floating corpse is gonna do with it?
Presumably help us find Lucifer.
Right. Unless this thing somehow grants Vulgrim unlimited power and he uses it to enslave the universe.
It's always a good idea to get Vulgrim things he wants. It's never been a bad idea, except maybe one time when we accidentally killed an entire race of rock-based creatures.
Your imagination is
That happened
exhausting.
once. It's once.
Hey, it could happen.
Ba 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 ba. Yeah. New void path unlocked. Sick! Quemst. Dis, honey, baby, sweetie. Nutmeg.
Slow down now.
Okay, we've bought everything from Dis. Like, I genuinely don't think she has anything else. I can't remember if she, like, if more stuff is unlocked in her shop as we go along. Hi, Vulgrim.
Yes, yes, it's beautiful. Capable of peering through dimensions to find what does not wish to be found.
Alright, calm down.
You need some alone time with that orb, Vulgrim?
Combined with the Ember Core, we will be able to track Lucifer. Let me begin the incantation.
Go for it. Oh!
Ah, you've made it. Forgive my tardiness. I had some cleaning up to do.
Hi, Samael.
Whatever scheme you've been preparing, it ends now. Tell us what you know, or suffer my blade.
I am in no condition to fight you, horseman. And as I have already told you, I've nothing to do with Lucifer's plan. I trust my associate, Vulgrim, has been accommodating in my absence.
More or less.
If by accommodating you mean sending us to every corner in hell, risking our lives for some shiny rocks, then yeah.
Hush! The Eye has found traces of Lucifer's dark essence. It appears he has paid a visit to the demon Mammon.
Mammon? Lucifer conspires with Hell's masters?
I mean, makes sense. He's Lucifer.
That bloated maggot. Why don't you horsemen go knock on his door? Perhaps cave his head in for me?
It does sound like it'd be fun.
We're not your errand boys, Samael.
We serve only the Council.
I will help you find the other masters. If they've joined Lucifer's plot, then binding them would serve us both. Begin with Mammon.
We keep this temporary alliance until we unravel Lucifer's plot. Not a moment longer.
We will, of course, later on, create another temporary alliance.
Of course. Good hunting, horseman. I'll be in touch.
New mission unlocked. Well, that's going to be it for us today. I want to thank everybody for coming by the stream. I hope you all had a good time. I know I did. If you enjoyed the stream, you can subscribe here on Twitch. We have special emotes for subscribers. You can also follow me on Blue Sky and Tumblr at AcidXShark. That's AcidXShark, where I post all the streams as they happen. You can also follow me on YouTube at AcidXShark, where I post all the streams after they happen. Art for the stream was done by Audrey and B of Team Capel. You can find on Blue Sky, Twitch, Tumblr, VGen, YouTube, at Team Catple. That's TeamCatple. They do fantastic work. Highly recommend checking their stuff out. Once they're taking commissions again, I would say you should probably get a commission from them. They're really good. They're good artists. And they're good friends. Oh my god. What else? VTuber was done by Teva, who you can find on Blue Sky at Teva Meow. That's TEVAMEOW, with rigging by V747, who you can find on Patreon. Upcoming streams. Tomorrow, Deadly Premonition. Saturday, Final Fantasy XIV. I am going to try and do my current standard, which is the morning midday stream for FF14. Oh my god, we've almost done 100 Final Fantasy XIV streams. Can you fucking believe it? Holy shit. This next one is stream number 99. Oh, man. That's my longest running one. That's buck wild. I mean, it's an MMO. There's so much to do. So much that can be done. What else? What else? I think that's everything. We're going to be raiding Penelope. So make sure that you stick around for that. And I will see you next time on the Shark Stream. Same Shark time, same Shark channel. Take care, everybody.